It is in the Hot Topic Hot Box. We're roasting. You got a leather jacket on, dude. My
I feel
God.
great. I feel great.
Yeah, you know
I
what
don't.
made me a fan
I
of you
live here.
are?
I'm used to it. It's great.
Okay, right on. Well, I appreciate you guys stopping by. You guys are playing a little bit later in the day, right?
5 o'clock.
5 o'clock. All right, so the sun might go down a little bit. You might be a little chill.
Should be right in our eyes.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
Peak
perfect.
sun.
Where were you playing last night?
We played a show at the American Legion Post 8
Okay.
Hall.
Wow.
It was very punk.
Yeah, it was.
We had 300 people there. It was absolutely packed.
Actually, we had 400 people there, Shane.
Oh, did we?
Unsafely packed.
Yeah, don't
but-
tell me about
The
that. Oh
fire
my God.
department checked in very
Huge
early.
OSHA violation.
Yeah, the fire marshal wasn't there. We made it through. It was insanely cool. It was really the complete opposite of what today is going to
Oh,
be.
yeah.
Which is kind of what we were going for.
Yeah, I was watching the video of that, and like again, yeah, it looked really cool. It looked like it was like in somebody's basement or something.
Yeah.
And like the videos are shot up front, so it looks really cool. But I couldn't help but think about the dude in the very back row. Is probably like, I mean, it sounds good, but I can't really.
There's no way it even sounded good.
That's why they had to jump over each other to get onto the stage.
Yeah, to jump on people to see. No, it was
Man.
cool. I mean, there was a little bit of stage, and we brought in some sound, so like it was.
Dude.
It was still a pretty good show, I think.
It looked
and
like such a good
really
time,
fun.
man. Good stuff. Well, congrats on the new single and the album announcement. And this is album 1 of 2, right?
That's right. Yeah, so we're rocking 2 albums next year for our 25th anniversary. The first one is called Anti-Bloom. Comes out February 21st. And the other one later in the year.
Yeah, Pink Moon later in the year. Yeah.
Is it already recorded, the second album?
Everything's done.
Wow. Dude, some bands like will put out a single every 6 months. You're like, we're going to do a whole album. No, you know what? 2. Let's do 2 whole albums.
Yeah, it's funny when you look back at bands in like the 60s and 70s would do that.
Yeah.
I guess they just had no social media posting to worry about, so they just
Right.
had time to make music, and maybe we took a little bit of a page out of that book.
Yeah, go pump the brakes on social media, content creation,
Yeah.
more actual music creation.
Yeah, like what we're supposed to be doing.
Yeah. So we're celebrating the album Discovering the Waterfront this weekend. Huge album in your career, obviously. Is there any song on this record that almost didn't make the cut?
Actually, My Heroine almost didn't make the cut, which
My
maybe
Heroine.
would have changed our trajectory forever.
Wow.
But I fought for that shit. So, yeah.
Any reason why it almost didn't make the cut? Like, just wasn't.
I think
vibing?
my demo was so terrible that nobody could see that maybe the song was half decent under
Yeah.
that awful demo that I made with a drum machine and a Boss. I don't know. I borrowed it from Josh. It recorded on zip discs.
Yeah.
Nobody even knows what a zip disc is.
It sounds very not fancy.
It's not very fancy. Can I put my arm around it? Can I cuddle
Yeah,
you?
you guys get
Just need a little more room.
So you set a precedent then. So anytime he brings in a shitty demo in the future, you guys have to be like, well, we got to take this seriously because the last one was really big.
Try and see through the demo.
Yeah, doesn't always happen.
Yeah. Oh, there's a Yellowcard collab on this record, right? Did I read that somewhere?
Yeah, Sean from Yellowcard played violin, and his buddy
Very
played
cool.
viola. So that was
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, that's not like a very talked about fact for Silverstein, right?
No, it
Just
was
like in the liner notes back in the day.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
we never really talked about it that
well,
much.
what was kind of weird about it was he did it after we had all left the studio.
Oh.
I was there for the whole thing, like every note recorded, and then I had to go back. I don't remember. Actually, we were starting a tour with Fall Out Boy.
Yeah.
That's actually why we had to leave.
Oh.
And so he recorded it when we weren't even there, so it was kind of his. Give him credit for the arrangement and stuff.
Nice.
He did a great job.
So you guys just left him to his own devices and hope the.
Yeah, pretty much. He came in and yeah, there's no video of it. There's no photos of it that I'm aware of.
Oh man.
He just went in with our producer.
Are we
and-
sure it was him? Do we know?
Yeah, right.
It might
That's a
not
good
be.
point.
It's possible.
It's a good
It might
point.
be a
You could say it
keyboard.
was
I don't
MIDI,
know.
yeah, MIDI.
It's like it was actually Yo-Yo Ma who did it. Yeah.
That would be
Yeah.
extra
Okay.
sick. No offense to Sean.
Oh my god.
Who's got a violin
That
yellow card?
rules.
You know?
Yeah. And then Victory Records didn't pay him for like a long time, and he was like coming to our shows being like, "Hey man, can I just get that $500?" And we're like, "We're trying to pay you, dude. We're so sorry." He did eventually get paid.
I love the visual of the violinist from Yellowcard just hanging around your shows, like trying to shake you down for his royalties. Like,
that was sort of a reality actually for a little while, but
oh my god, that
$500 in 2005 was like, I don't know, like at least $12,000. So.
Dude, yeah, you could buy yourself like 10 of those. What were the phones back then? The flip thing.
Sidekick?
Sidekicks, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
you gotta have that like recalled quick.
Yeah,
You're
I
looking
know.
for Hot Topic, man.
I know. Well, see, I wasn't cool enough to have a sidekick when I was a kid, man. I lived vicariously through all my friends with their sidekicks.
Who
like,
on this couch had a sidekick?
feel like we all did. I think we were
Yeah,
actually one of
you
the
guys are
first
so cool.
bands and like people in Canada that we knew that had sidekicks because we were touring in the States.
Man.
And so we had US phone plans because they weren't available in Canada.
Oh, they weren't.
Yeah,
oh,
so
wow.
all my friends were like, "Oh, you got that crazy sidekick."
Oh,
There was a
man.
little hack too. I think the data would work in Canada without roaming, so you could keep using it as long
And
as you didn't get calls.
And it was pay as you go, $1 a day,
Whoa.
which is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
For unlimited data back then, you know.
Yeah, that's
we were.
I mean,
Man.
speaking of like nostalgia dumping, is there any like part from the 2000s that you're glad, some trend that you're glad is just never coming back, whether it be flip phones, MapQuest directions, same fashion choices? You're like, I'm glad we're keeping
I mean,
those in the
MapQuest is how we did our first like 4 or 5 band tours.
Yeah.
Pre-printed, put in a binder. That's how you
Paul
did
would Paul would print them out venue to venue, but then anytime we'd go to like someone's house or a hotel, we'd be like, oh no,
Yeah.
we
Threw
just
a
gotta
wrench in
ask
it.
somebody where the
Yeah, you
interstate
basically
is.
you'd ask to to get somewhere online, like, oh, I see that on the directions. We'll get to that point, and then
Yeah.
we'll follow from that on.
like, Paul, can we stop at Burger King? You're like, no, we can't.
It's-
I only have directions from here to here. If we go to Burger King, throws a wrench and everything.
Yeah.
We'd pull up to like the gas station and be like, "Okay, somebody's gonna call the promoter, like ask how we get there." You do it, Josh. You're the cool one.
Oh man.
I remember the very strange 2003 to 2005 sideburn trend.
Oh.
Everybody
yeah.
had sideburns. That was really weird.
Yeah, it was like a it was like a beard without the commitment, you know, just a little.
No one
bit
had
of-
beards. Everyone
Yeah.
had sideburns.
Mhm. Yeah. It
was weird.
Yeah, let's not bring
Bring
that
sideburns back. Yeah.
Bring the sideburns
Yeah?
back.
I can maybe grow a sideburn.
You should
Maybe.
do
That's
it.
about all I got to.
Yeah, Paul, Mark, and I will bring it back in the
Yes.
next 12 to 18 months. Is how long it'll take.
So I would ask you what's next after When We Were Young, but I know it's hitting the ground with these new albums. Is there anything else though? About the tours or anything coming up?
Yeah, man. 25 Years of Noise, our 25th anniversary. We're touring all over the U.S. and Europe and the U.K. And it's going to be massive. We're bringing out our friends in Thursday all over the world. We're just so excited. And
Very
it's going to be a really special show. We're going to play at least one song from every record, really celebrate the entire catalog, and 2 records coming out next year. So it's Silverstein season, we're
It's gonna
saying.
be busy. It's gonna be a busy year.
Busy.
I got a really two very tough questions for you. Okay, they're gonna really be invasive. All right, I need you to rate the song "Break Stuff" by Limp Bizkit on a scale from 1 to 10.
Dude, 11.
12,
12
yeah.
out of 10.
Nice.
Yeah, it's good. It's
exactly.
good.
All right.
Okay, a little tidbit. We have a song on our new record, Anti-Bloom, that is pretty Limp Bizkit
Ah,
inspired.
yes.
So you heard it here first on Hot Topic with my boy, hardest working man in showbiz right here. And yeah, it's. I think people are gonna love it.
Fred Durst, if you're listening or watching, be
Bring
on
us
the
on
lookout.
tour, please.
We're down with the
So
biscuit.
Yeah.
I'm down with the biscuit. That was the main's answer to this next question. What is the greatest song of all time? Just knee-jerk reaction. You're at the bar. You got touch
You mean
tunes,
which Limp
couple
Bizkit
drinks.
song is the greatest of all time?
Well, obviously it's a Limp Bizkit song.
Yeah,
but-
It is obviously, yeah. I don't know.
I actually do have an answer for this, and I feel like no one's. I feel like it's a serious answer, which is boring, but I actually think Hallelujah is the best song
I
of all
was
time.
gonna say that. I legitimately
Yeah.
was gonna say
Because
that.
I can't. Every time someone's like, "Oh, it's like yesterday," but no, it's not. You know, it's good, but it's not
It's
as good as
fine.
Hallelujah.
I was gonna go with the chicken dance.
Yeah. See, I thought you might say
The
something.
Yeah.
chicken dance.
I think-
I
No,
like that.
Hamster
they want
dance.
us. They want us to say the Black Parade by My Chemical Romance.
No,
so
we
we're gonna
don't.
go with that.
Yeah.
Fan pleasing answer. We're at When We Were Young, and you know it's the song.
Guys, the song "Hinder Lips of an Angel" still exists, by the way. That's still an option.
I have
Wow.
pulled that shit off in karaoke more times than I'd like to admit.
All right, so we're gonna go with Hallelujah, Chicken Dance, and reluctantly the Black Parade.
That's a pretty good playlist there. Put that on tonight.
That is a fucked up playlist.
Yeah.
All right, guys, thanks so much for hanging out with us in the Hot Topic Hot Box. Woo. And we'll talk soon.
Thanks, dude.
Thanks.